he would download them, but he would not necessarily realize what they were till they were downloaded.
Can't be digging around on these sketchy internet sites and there be no consequence for the things that you do. This is the case of the State of Ohio versus Austin Gent, case number 25 CR 42983. Present before the court is Mr. Gent, represented by Mr. Helbling. We have Mr. Hardman from the prosecutor's office, and we have officers Fisher and Smith from probation. We are here today for sentencing. Has everybody had the opportunity to review the PSI?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any reason not to go forward with sentence today?
No, Your Honor.
And we have, is it 5 days of jail? What's our jail days? 5 days?
5.
5 days, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Hardman, on behalf of the state?
Your Honor, the court is obviously aware of what the defendant has pled to. We have nothing beyond that. Thank you.
Officer Fisher?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Helbling?
Your Honor, I think as we discussed, this is Mr. Gent's first offense. He really doesn't have a criminal history. I've had a chance to speak to him in the past about this at length, and you know, a review of the discovery clearly showed he was very cooperative when they were investigating. The situation that facilitated or precipitated this, rather, came from the national database, not something local, that they were alerted last year. Unfortunately for Mr. Gent, he was in communications with certain people that were sending him things, and he was not he would download them, but he would not necessarily realize what they were till they were downloaded. He's only 23 years old at the time that this happened. I believe he was either 22 or 21. He's extremely remorseful about this, Your Honor. He will have to sign as a drug offender for the next number of years. I believe it's 15, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Sex offender, not drug offender.
I'm sorry?
Sex offender, not drug offender.
Sex offender, yeah. Did I say drug offender? I apologize.
You did. That's all right.
Yeah, he's under the Tier 1 reporting, which is 15 years, which takes him out, and that has a stigma in and of itself. When questioned by some of the investigating officers, although he stated he was looking for people that were like him, young, maybe 18 and above, some of these were coming across that were younger that he couldn't always tell, but he was not actively trying to find what would be considered, I think as the court mentioned, kiddie porn. That's not what he was interested in. He was interested in people his age. The fact that it came across his computer from another source that he wasn't necessarily familiar with, I think added to this. Not having been in contact with law enforcement or his family, and his family's here today again. They've been here with him, his sister and his mom and dad. Mr. Gent hasn't been working because he can't right now. The court did not give him that permission, but he has been cooperative. He hasn't popped up hot on any kind of tests. His brush with a one-time use of marijuana was disclosed. It's been negative on all his drug testing. He's been where he's supposed to be. He's complied. He is currently under mental health with a couple different physicians and locations. Having said that, Judge, I would respectfully request that you give him a chance to continue that outside of incarceration or in a jail setting. The support that he has with his family, I believe you will not be seeing him, number one, again, but number two, I think that this was the kind of thing where his inexperience just was the result of what happened on this. With that being said, Your Honor, I would respectfully request community control as opposed to putting him in jail.
Mr. Gent, what do you want to tell me?
I was in a bad place, Your Honor. I was obviously not well mentally. Very out of character for me. I was not aware of the circumstances of like what I was doing, not in the right head place, just not well mentally. I'm very out of character.
Your Honor, also I believe in the PSI there was an indication of a self-harm attempt from his mental capacity at the time. So You know, there's been some of those issues, and I just feel that in this particular case, allowing him that mental health professional to keep and continue to see them would benefit him tremendously as opposed to being in jail.
So here's the thing, Mr. Gent, just so we're clear on this, you know, there's levels of penalties for this. The worst possible penalty being that I sent you to prison for this, which I'm not going to do because that's not appropriate in this. When we put you into what we call our community control program, we used to call it probation. We don't call it probation anymore. They don't let us call it probation, but essentially that's what it is, probation. But probation includes jail. And the reason that it does is because this is the kind of case that calls for a punishment. I get that you have mental health issues. I get that this is not the most egregious of these cases to come along, but can't be digging around on these sketchy internet sites and there be no consequence for the things that you do. So what I am going to do is put you into my community control program, and I'm going to do that for a period of 3 years. I'm going to put you on the sex offender specific model, which means you're to continue on with your treatment. I understand you're already in counseling. There are a set of specific rules that apply to our sex offenders. Those are going to apply to you. And I'm going to order that you serve 30 days in the county jail. I'm going to credit you the 5 days that you have already done. I'm going to permit you to schedule those remaining 25 days so it doesn't work a hardship on you. You can start them today if you want to get them out of the way. If you want to start them, whatever, as long as they're done within the next 6 months or so, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to impose a fine. I am going to impose the costs upon you. Also, Mr. Helbing alluded to this. I have explanation of duties to register as a sex offender, duties commencing on or after January 1st, 2008. That's a document. Did Officer Fisher read this to you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it indicates that you have to register as a Tier 1 offender for a period of 15 years with in-person verification annually. That has your signature on it. Do you want me to read or explain any of this to you, or are you satisfied that you understand it?
I understand it, Your Honor.
All right. With regard to the phone, we're going to release his phone to him. There's no objection to that, right, Mr. Hardman?
That's correct.
And I understand that there is also a computer that has been seized that might have both these images on them and some other images on them. If these images are not backed up someplace else, I want to make sure that you guys get your family photos and that kind of stuff back. So I'm not going to order that the computer be destroyed yet. You, Officer Henry, maybe a family member, whoever, can sit down all together with the computer, go through it. If there's something that you want to put on a thumb drive, jump drive, something like that, as long as it's not anything that is objectionable, I'm fine with that. And after that, the computer is going to be forfeited and destroyed. If you violate the terms of your supervision or you leave the state without permission, I could sentence you up to the maximum penalty in this case, which is 12 months in prison plus an optional period of post-release control of up to 2 years. Is there anything else that we need to do or anything that I forgot?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
All right, finally, you have the right to appeal this to the 12th District Court of Appeals in Middletown. If you don't have the funds to hire a lawyer, to obtain a transcript, or to pay the cost, they will all be provided to you at no charge. Good luck to you, Mr. Gent.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're going to set Mr. Helbing up with Mr. Hawthorne in the jury room? Okay.